I thought we did a lot of good, positive things. Obviously we were kind of outsized, and they're just bigger, stronger, and first half, I thought we battled, and we came in with, I think we're down 12 maybe, and felt like we did a lot of positive things, especially on the defensive end, and didn't let them, for the most part, they didn't hurt us on the boards. Second half, we got a good start to the second half, and they kind of got going offensively there. I think 15-minute mark. I think it was a 12, 14-point game, and we actually had some good looks in the next 5 minutes and did a good job offensively. We just couldn't get a basket to go, and they went on a little run. They started hitting some shots and opened their lead up. But overall, I mean, we didn't get really hurt on the boards, and I think we had, turnover-wise, we were pretty good. We didn't turn the ball over for the most part, and those are the things that we felt like were important. We needed to take care of the basketball, and we needed to do whatever we had to do to try to rebound with them.
What do you feel are going to be the strengths of your team this year?
Well, I think defensively, we're going to have to be really good defensively. I think we've got depth. We've got 9 or 10 guys we can play. We're playing tonight without our starting point guard, David Hill. He'll be ready to go next week. He had an injury, so he'll be able to play next week. And Reginald Casanlo is a 7-foot Division I transfer, and he'll be eligible first week in January. So obviously those two guys would help us, are going to help us as we go forward. But I think defensively we're going to be, I think, really good. It was encouraging tonight to see some things. Obviously play against somebody else rather than play against ourselves. And we just have to find some other guys that are going to score on the perimeter.
What do you think about Devontae and the way he played?
And he was really good. He was very good, and they're going to be. I think once they get going, they're going to be really good. You can see there they got offensively got going and started hitting shots, and I think that their defense then started kind of picking up, and they had some really good segments. I know Coach Miller's going to do a great job here, and I'm sure they're going to do big things.
What was your take about Indiana overall? I mean, being on the floor and seeing them, and what jumped out when you played against them?
Well, obviously for us, they're big. They're just their size. Now, I know that's just normal at their level. I think the other thing would be, they do move the ball and they space the floor, and it seemed like they were trying to do a lot of good things with ball screens, and they had some really good actions in the second half with screen actions and stuff in their motion. So, I think they got a lot of guys on the perimeter that can make plays. Tonight, I was really happy with our guys battling their big guys. I don't think they really hurt us inside. When they did, it was just because they made plays and off some screens and some slips. But we really didn't get hurt on just some pinned down post ups and rebounding. So that was encouraging for us.
Only 6 returning players for you. How did you feel that the team did helping the first two?
I'll tell you what, I was pleased with a lot of things. We have really 11 guys tonight, and 4 of them were freshmen. Playing in this environment, I know it was fun for them, but I'm sure it was maybe a little intimidating at first. But I thought they handled it real well. I thought we had a good start to the game, and I think the start we had, I thought, was good for us because we needed that. With our guys, we got a lot of guys, not just new players, but we got a lot of guys playing different roles from what they played in the past. So it's going to take us a while, but I really liked a lot of things that we did tonight, especially on the defensive end, and taking care of the basketball, and for the most part rebounding. I think they had like an 8 or 10 advantage on the boards, but I think offensive rebounds were like 11 to 9, so that was good for us.
Wes Stowers averaged about 20 points a game last year, only at 9 tonight. Yeah. What did Indiana do to take him out?
Yeah, they were chasing him, and they were really getting up and pressuring him, and I thought, obviously they knew he was, you can look at our stats from last year, and they knew he was really the only guy coming back that has any kind of scoring average. So, I say this all the time. Wes Stowers, if he was 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", he'd be playing in the Big Ten. I mean, he's that skilled. He is he's a leader on our team. He's very, very efficient offensive player, but he's, at 5'9" and 150 pounds, they were running different guys on him, and they were playing him tight and bumping him and being physical. But I thought he got going a little bit in the second half, and he adjusted to it. But that's something we're going to get better with, and getting him open, and we'll be able to run some sets and things for him that we probably we didn't do tonight.
You mentioned Devontae Green, but what other players for Indiana stood out in your opinion?
Oh gosh, just their. I haven't really looked at the stat sheet. I was really more concerned about our guys, but I know he was the one guy that I think for me stood out. I think they've got a lot of. They just have a lot of weapons. They got 8 or 9 guys I think that can, that can make a play. And I think once they get going here, and I can say once they get, I think accustomed to each other. They've only been practicing enough for 2 or 3 weeks, so I think they've got a lot of weapons, just guys that can make plays.
And you coached Zach McRoberts in high school. Did you have a chance to talk to him at all today?
I did a little bit at the end of the game, and I have just the utmost respect for Zach. I think, he was part of 2 state championships that we were able to win at Carmel, and I don't think I've ever coached a player that could have such an impact in a game and really not score. A lot of guys have that score to have an impact. He does so many things that you really don't really see, unless you watch a film after the game. And man, I just love the kid. Just a great kid, and just an unbelievable teammate. And he's just a winner, And he's that guy that every team needs. He's that glue guy that just does all the little things, and that's what he did for us. Obviously, he scored for us too as well. But just he's just a winner, and is one of my favorite players of all time.
Thank you. You got any else? No.